Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this link, probably out of curiosity. This channel focuses on reading together separately. I will choose a book. We will read that book throughout the month. And I will post Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays my thoughts and reflections from the chapters that we read together. The goal is for us to read 12 books together by the end of the year. So it's a virtual book club, and I totally am excited about the book that we are reading for the month of June. So last time we went over chapter 5, and this time we will be going over chapter 6. And so last time when we went over chapter 5, that was the last chapter in the first part of the book, which is titled Soil Power. And now we are moving into part 2, which is titled Deeply Rooted. And today, as I mentioned, we are going over chapter 6, and it's titled Water, Water Everywhere. And for those of you, I just want to take a moment, for those of you who are new to this book club, our aim is really for us to read together. And so I will share my thoughts and reflections about what I learned or the takeaways that I took from the chapter we read. But I want to hear from you. Please share in the comments, what are some of the things that you took away? Did you have some of the same topics or insights that I did, or did you have something else? I really would love to hear from you. So before I get started sharing about chapter 6, I want to just go through the disclaimer, which is at no point at all am I trying to share these concepts and ideas as my own. I am just simply sharing, just like I just said a moment ago, sharing with you my thoughts, takeaways from the book so that it encourages you to read the book yourself. So again, chapter 6 is titled Water, Water Everywhere. And here are some of my thoughts and takeaways. Number 1, your thoughts don't exist separately from your feelings. Number 2, seeds are words that, when awakened by fertile heart soil, becomes beliefs. Number 3, your heart anchors the root of your mind. And number 4, thinking. This is the definition. It's the Q&A session in your head. Just a series of questions we ask ourselves. And so, again, I want to really emphasize to you all to really read and digest and sit with the content in this book at large. But really, I want to emphasize today, chapter 6, to really sit with it. I could go deeper into all four of the items that I just highlighted. But what I really want to emphasize is number 4, which says thinking. The Q&A session in your mind is just a series of questions we ask ourselves. And I know that that's a simple definition, and I know that that is what thinking is. But when I was actually reading the book, I sat and thought about that for a while. I had to pause because I began to reflect on how accurate that statement is. And like I said, this is not like a new definition that no one has heard before, but when it was put that way as a Q&A session in your head, I immediately kind of thought about, or I shouldn't say kind of thought about, I immediately visualized just how, like say I was like at a conference or something and I see myself like lined up at the mic, and I'm also on the panel at the same time. And so I ask my question, and it also makes me think of the movie. Oh, what is that movie? Oh, I cannot think of the name of that movie at the present moment, but it goes through all the different emotions. And it back to my my visualization, I could see myself, just different parts of myself, my different emotions responding to a question that I'm asking myself. So it might be that an emotion that I respond to, one of them is fear is answering the question that I have in my head. It could be grace is answering the question that I have. It could be happiness is answering the question that I have. It could be anxiety, and it's just in different lenses that this Q&A is going on in my head. And so that was what immediately came to mind when I thought about this Q&A session that I have, that we all have all day long in our head. We're constantly asking ourselves questions, answering questions, and viewing the questions that we ask from different emotions and different perspectives and different lenses. And so, of course, what the author wants to recommend is that we are healthy in this Q&A session. And in our thinking. So I really want to encourage you, like I said, to read chapter 6 to learn more about what water, water everywhere means. Next time, we will be going over chapter 7. Before I conclude, I want to encourage you with a couple of things. One, please read today. Take some time to read today, to sharpen your mind, to read a good story, to learn something new. And number 2, if you are enjoying this virtual book club, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really would love for this book club to grow. So please invite a friend to join this book club, a family member, anybody that you know that enjoys reading or could really benefit from reading this book. Again, it's not too late. Pick up a copy of this book, The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. You can watch episodes that you've missed. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And until next time, happy reading.